Hello ladies and llamas, and welcome back to another video. Now I know we just played Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, but I figured since we got that ending, we need to come back and play Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach again, because last time we played this was way back when the game first came out, and we only got one of the 6 endings, so I figured let's make some videos and try to get the rest of the endings here. Some of them are really easy, and some of them are pretty difficult. Now, when I played this, I was rocking on the PlayStation 4, because this came out I think in 2021, and so I got it. I remember I was sitting there, I was so excited. I was sitting there the day it released in the store, and I was ready to download it, and I didn't have a PS5 yet, but we are playing on a PS5 now. We got it all set up here. And so those recordings back then, my original playthrough, they're a little rough. Like, they've since optimized it for the PS4 version a little more, so it runs a little better, but when that came out, it was not very well optimized for the PS4, so, you know, it was kind of, the recordings look rough, and the gameplay wasn't as rough as the recordings, but still, it was a little hard to play through, but I was just so hyped. But the difference for now, what we have on the PS5, the recording is going to look so much better, and the quality of the video is going to be better. It's all going to be a lot better. And so there are, like I said, there are 6 endings to Security Breach. We got the one, as you can see right here on the screen, where we just press leave, and I think that's just like the one. There's 3 escape endings, and that's one of them. I think it's like there's different names for all the endings, but I think I called it like the bad ending or whatever. So right here on this menu, we have 2 options. We can stay in the Pizzaplex, or we can leave, or we can leave, and or we could do the Vanny ending. So today, I figured we're gonna do the Vanny ending. And then there's the second of the 3 leave endings is to go down to the loading docks and leave that way. If you remember that area way back when we played. So those endings are really easy to get to, and they don't require any extra steps, so I figured that would be a great time. Then there is the Princess Quest ending, which I think that would be good for a whole video on its own, because run around and play, you have to play 3 Princess Quest arcade games and then go back to the Vanny ending, and then there's another route you can do to end it. So it's really cool. And then there's the 3rd leave ending is the fire escape ending, or the rooftop ending, or whatever you want to call it, or the VIP ending. There's a bunch of names, but you have to go all the way up to the prize counter. Now, when we originally played this game, we chose to do the Chica to basically find a way to decommission Chica, but there were 2 options, that and also find a way to decommission Monty. And now, to get to where we are right here, you can only do one of those 2. You use the party pass, and you can either do Chica or Monty. So when we did it back then, we did Chica. So we never made videos on doing the whole Monty bit. So there's a good chunk of the game that still needs to be completed with the Monty stuff. And if we want to get one of the endings, which is probably the coolest ending, I think the different names for it are the cannon ending or the burn trap ending, where basically the real crazy stuff goes down. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but you need to have both upgrades attached to Freddy to be able to access that area. So we'll definitely have to make videos on that, just so we can attempt to get to the ending. So it's definitely the most time consuming. And then, as I was saying, with the rooftop fire escape ending, that one's also difficult, because you need to, in order to actually activate it, it's really like weird, and they didn't really give you like a guide for it. But I think the leading thing, and I've done it before, but I think the leading thing is you need to have throughout the Pizzaplex, there are 6 golden plushies that you can collect, and then there's a ton, I think around 50 to 60 of the little presents that you open that have items in them. So I think the real thing you need to have, I'm trying to remember the exact number, but I think you need to have like 39 or 40 of the, or somewhere around there, of the normal collectible items, and then at least 5 of the golden plushies. And then when you go up there, for some reason it just lets you do it. So it's like, it's a weird ending, and you need to have those items to be able to do it. It's kind of strange. I remember the first time I did it, it was a little confusing, and I had to run around. But the other thing too is that since we're playing on PS5, obviously this is the PS5 version, and it doesn't have the original save that I had when we played it back with the videos. But where I have it right now pulled up, when I replayed it, this is the same, like I went through the Chica method, so it's basically everything exactly the same. So this is like right where we basically left off. But yeah, basically though, I mean, I might not have all the items that I collected, but I probably won't, in a video, I probably won't make a part where I'm running around collecting all that. We could just pick up once I have it all collected. But, and another thing I wanted to say too, because I got to brag on it a little, is since the game came out, like where we are right now at this point, there is no, when it came out, there was no possible way to save. So basically, to get that canon ending where you have to run through, you have to go through to the entire Monty bit, which takes, you know, I mean, especially if you don't know what you're doing, you know, 45 minutes to an hour or more to beat just that part. You can't die at all the entire time. Then you have to go all the way down and then get to where the burn trap area is. So doing that back then was so stressful because I got the platinum trophy, so completing all the other trophies and achievements, but there was no way to save from where we are right now to do everything else. So running around, and also I needed to collect all the items, I think, for an achievement. I needed to collect all the messages for an achievement, and obviously do all that to get the fire escape ending. You know, that was really rough, and I locked in and got it done. But since then, I think too many people weren't willing to do that, so they basically added one save station in a later update that's like right in the middle of the main atrium or whatever. It's right there, and now you can save after this point. Only in that one spot, but to me, that takes literally all of the challenge away, because, like, you know, if you die, instead of coming right back to here, I think there was one time I was playing through it with the Monty bit, and I had been playing for like over an hour plus, and I died and lost everything, and I had to come back here. And, you know, on the PS4 when it wasn't optimized, the game was glitchy and everything. It was so hard, but you know, it was a fun experience though, even though that was a bit frustrating. So right now, you know, all you have to do is, oh, we finished the main chunk, let's go save. So anyway, it's a lot easier now, but I'm happy that I can say I did it back before, you know, you were able to save after 6 a.m. But anyway, all of that aside, we're right here, and yeah, like I said, so there's this, I think I mentioned all the endings. Yeah, we got the 3 escape endings, we have the 1 ending with Vanny, the Princess Quest ending, and then the burn trap ending. So it's pretty cool, and we can go ahead and hopefully make videos on all of them. But like I said, in this video, especially, sorry for yapping so long, we can choose. So right now we're going to choose the Vanny ending. It doesn't require any kind of like prerequisite thing. I don't think. You just click it and it'll take you to the Vanny ending. But first, before we begin, I gotta break open the drink here. We got a G Fuel Power Pellet Cherry Lollipop can. So I feel like I've had this before, but I can't really say for sure. It's got 140 milligrams of caffeine and 0 calories. So let's go ahead, and I love trying different energy drinks. I always like to give them a little smell first. It smells pretty good. It smells like cherry. I'm not a really big cherry drink fan, but cherry lollipop energy drink sounds pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. Like I said, cherry for me, I mean, it's okay. It's like, it's never like, oh, that's bad. And that's a pretty good cherry drink, but it would never be my go-to. But I grabbed it because I wanted to retry it. And then G Fuel always goes crazy with the art too on them. It looks so cool. But anyway, all that aside, all the yapping, let's go ahead, because I know, let's see how long I've been yapping for. Ooh, 8 minutes. My fault, but I just kind of wanted to get caught up on everything. And also, I know I just finished yapping, but the because I be, you know, playing, oh, I just played, you know, Secret of the Mimic, and now we're back here playing this. The upload, if you just go to the videos, if you do want to, you know, for those of you, if you do want to check it out more, you know, they're all over the place. But if you go to my channel and just go to playlists, I have playlists organized there where you can just click any game that I have or any playlist, and hopefully I can make it more updated and more accurate. But yeah, like for this, I'll put this in the security breach playlist, so it'll just be right next to where the last one was a couple years ago when we played it. But anyway, no more yapping. Let's get into it with the Vanny ending.
Well, we saw her hideout, right? And Phaser Blast? Maybe we could catch her there. If she thinks I escaped, maybe we can surprise her.
Yes, come, let us end this.
Vanny ending. This really cool cinematic here. Ooh.
Disassemble Freddy.
So she's like controlling the little staff bots there. No, Freddy, no. So Freddy just got ripped apart, and now we're in here. Here we are. Oh, so We gotta run quick. Of course, my flashlight's right there. There's a charger, but I'm just gonna keep going because Vanny is chasing us right now. Run. I think we can make it work here. So we're just running through this bit. Oh shoot! Oh, how did she not get me? Okay, let's just keep going. So remember, her eyes are not there. So yeah. Alright, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Come back here. I don't want to get jump scared by this guy. Yeah, so she can't see us, so we were able to sneak past her. I don't know how she didn't get me though. Alright, now here's this one here. Who's in here again? Yeah, got her. Run, quick, quick, quick. Okay.
Come in, Gregory.
Oh, that's creepy.
Have a signal. Get to the Phaser Blast booth. Use the security desk. Turn them against Vanny.
Alright. Okay. That part is always a little stressful, but look how cool this looks running around up here above Phaser Blast. So cool. So yeah. So we're running over here. Back when we originally played this, I think we did come up here. We found Vanny's secret hideout right here. And look at it. There she is right there. That'd be so creepy. Oh shoot. Why'd she stop? I don't know why she stopped. Alright, we're just going. We're going. I don't want to get too close. Yeah, this is her hideout. Loki kind of looks cool though. But anyway, let's go ahead and press this. And we triggered the next ending. I really like these like comic strip endings. So she breaks in. So we use her controls and yeah. They took care of her. No, Freddy, no. They messed him up.
You are my superstar.
No. There we go, the 2-star ending there. That's so cool. Then we got the goated soundtrack. So yeah, that is the Vanny ending. See, that was easy. Like, not all the endings are that easy to get. That one, literally, we just pressed it and play. But it's cool to see, like, you know, obviously, which one. And I'm trying to remember, which ending is like, the legit ending. Because if we remember, like, even though the one called canon ending is called that, or that's a name for it, I don't think it actually is the canon ending. I'm trying to remember because it's been a minute since I've like watched all the lore stuff, but I'm pretty sure, because we know what happens after this is Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. I'm pretty sure happens first, and then the DLC to this Ruin happens. Because, yeah, I think that's just how the things line up. And in Ruin, Gregory, I'm pretty sure, is not in the Pizzaplex, but he's still alive. So, I'm trying to think. So it's obviously one of the endings where he does get out, and the one where it ended where we did last time, like the default ending where you just run out. I don't think that's the legit ending. This one here, we also remember that Freddy, I think, is in Ruin as well. I'm pretty sure. So he was still in there. So either I don't think this is the ending, like the right ending. Oh, it's hard to remember. It's hard to remember which ending, but the way Freddy looks there, I'm pretty sure is kind of how he looks in the Ruin. I'm pretty sure. So I'd have to rewatch which ending is like the legit ending. All I know is that Gregory does get out, and you know, I'm pretty sure Freddy is still in there when that all happens. But anyway, let's go ahead and skip this, and this might send me back to the menu, I think. Yep. So I'm just gonna cut back to where we were so we can go get the end of ending. Oh yeah, so one thing I forgot during my main recording is that sometimes they have this little extra clip at the end of the end credits, so I went back and recorded that because I want to include all bits of all endings. And so yeah, Fazbear Entertainment closes due to health concerns, plans to reopen next season. Alright, back to the video. Alright, we're back. Right where we were. See, there was no save there, so it just put me right back here. But yeah, and I also remembered here, at the bottom, see it says most save stations will no longer be available if you stay. However, there's a single daylight save station in the atrium. Use this wisely. See, that was not there when the game first came out. But we're gonna click stay this time.
You are staying? I am glad. Here, I found this party pass. There are areas we have not investigated. Lead the way, superstar.
So remember this party pass here. This is what they gave us during the actual main playthrough, and we had the choice to use it in Phaser Blast or Monty's Golf, and we chose Phaser Blast for our playthrough. So we need to use this in Monty Golf, but we'll have to do that next time for the other endings. And I'm pretty sure also the reason for the fire escape ending for you to not have to get all 6 golden plushies is, I think there's, throughout the whole area here, there's only one golden plushie that's hidden behind a door that you need Monty's claws to break open. So I think they wanted to make it so you could get the fire escape ending without having to go through the whole Monty thing. So that's kind of interesting, because, you know, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but it is useful to go ahead and get the claws anyway and get all 6 plushies just to make sure it's not being weird or buggy, even though I think you don't need to get that plushie. But if you're trying to get the achievement for 100%, like I did back then, you have to get all the plushies. But also you need the claws for the burn trap ending, so it's just worth getting. But anyway, oh yeah, see, look how smooth this is, and look how clean this looks compared to the PS4. It's unreal. But we're just gonna do the other ending, where you have to go down to the loading docks. I'm pretty sure when the game actually the main game ended, when we were playing before, I'm pretty sure we could have taken the went down to the main atrium, not come here and went to loading docks. I'm pretty sure we could have escaped, I think, that way right away as well. But most people just run to the main entrance because that's like where you're trying to get to the whole game. But I love this game though. It's, you know, it's so cool. I think this and Secret of the Mimic, I think people's main complaint is that obviously it's a lot different from Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator. Oh, he's gonna yap. Yeah, this is where we need to go though, right here. Monty's Golf. Oh, loading into a new area there. Elevators and the loading is so much faster on the PS5 too. I mean, PS4 took forever. But anyway, like I was saying, obviously it's way different than the original Five Nights at Freddy's games. But I think that, in my opinion, I mean, I'm such a big fan that I just go crazy for anything, and this game to me was extremely cool and everything that I was hoping it needed to be and everything, because, you know, this game, a lot of people really love it and a lot of people also don't like it. But I think people forget too that, you know, back when the original Five Nights at Freddy's, like the main chunk 1 through 6 were coming out, back when that was happening, like, it was kind of, it's not that it was repetitive, but it also was kind of like, okay, we're going to be sitting here flipping open cameras or doing tasks or whatever. So, you know, there might have been some people complaining then that it's just too repetitive. And now that this came out, people are saying, you know, oh, you know, I miss it. It's not like Five Nights at Freddy's used to be, you know, it's different. But I think it's super cool, and I think having this kind of like 3D AAA looking game, I mean, this looks sick, and it still connects to the story. I think it's really cool. I'm honestly cool for anything that we can get. But yeah, we go through here like we did. It's kind of like down by where the Chica stuff was earlier, and we can go through this elevator here. But anyway, like, I think one of the main complaints though is that, and I do think it, like, I was a little confused when we first played this too. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, but this and Secret of the Mimic is kind of like one night, you know, we're only here till 6 a.m. and then we get out, so it's not like we keep returning all the time. So yeah, oh, lots of environments loading in. But I mean, obviously the title of the game, that's what it's called, but it's just called that because the series, you know, the series was, because if you think about it too, FNAF 6, which is, you know, technically I think it's called Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. It's not called Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator. I'm pretty sure it's called Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. If I'm not wrong, I think it is. So that wasn't called Five Nights at Freddy's, but yet you were there 5 nights. So it's just kind of like the name, you know. But anyway, no more yapping here. Let's go ahead, hop in here, just to have an extra charge. We don't really need it. But yeah, we're down here, so we're gonna walk down in this little area. We're going back to the loading bay where we were before earlier. So we're gonna go through here, yeah. Exit the box. Chica should, here's the kitchen. Chica should be, all the memories here. This is where Chica got crushed, where we fell down. Yep, so we're right in here. We should be safe at this point to get out. And right here, this is where we were trying to escape earlier, and he said we didn't have high enough permissions, but after doing the game, I think if we go to map, yeah, we have 6. Level 6 security, so that should be high enough to get through.
Gregory,
there we
you
go.
have a choice to make. The door is open, and you can go.
So he's pretty much saying the same thing here.
Continue to investigate the secrets of the Pizzaplex. I feel there is something else going on besides Vanny.
Yeah, so if we do Vanny, same thing we just did a few minutes ago. If we stay, same thing, but we're gonna press leave. There we go. This is the vibe ending. I'm pretty sure this is definitely not the canon one as far as I know, like the legit one, but because yeah. This is the happiest ending probably. Yeah, get that map guy out of here. They're just chilling, escaping. Nice. Bro's casually just driving. Little kid driving. Gregory, my battery. Oh no, Bro got mad tired. So we just car battery. I guess it just goes right to his ears there, or there we go. He figured it out. Wonder how much power he's gonna take to keep him going though. How much juice it's gonna need. So that's definitely the most like W exciting ending. 2 stars. Well, if I'm not wrong, the star thing here, it's not like how in Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, sister location, all that. You get stars for completing chunks of the game. Like usually it's like once you beat the first 5 nights, you get a star. Then once you beat like the 6th night, you get a star, or you know, a really hard version. Like in FNAF 3, it's I think the first 5 nights, and you get the bad ending, I think, and then you do the nights again, and you do the secret little mini games, and then you can get the like the good ending or the true ending or whatever it's called. You know, where the original animatronics they get, you know, released or whatever. And then, which the lore is so crazy and confusing. It's like, did that really happen, or are they still, you know, in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator? Are the souls of them still there in the, you know, Molten Freddy? It's so confusing, and there's so many different takes on it. But anyway, then there's another star for the, I think you get another star for doing the night 7, I think, or night 6. It's there's like the nightmare mode, and then there's aggressive nightmare mode. So I think you have to do like aggressive nightmare mode is the 4th star, I know that. But anyway, you get the stars for it. So I think these stars though are more like how difficult the ending is to get, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I was always kind of confused on what the stars meant here, and I probably just need to relook it up. But I think it's the difficulty of the ending, because that first one was so easy to get. This one too, it's like it's 2 stars, but it was also easy to get. Maybe it's just because it's a little weirder. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead. This song's such a vibe too. Oh, I love the soundtrack in this game. I love all that stuff. Alright, once again, forgot to show this little bit when recording, but we gotta show all bits of all endings to see the new face of Fazbear Entertainment. We got Montgomery Gator, and then that's Glam Rock Mr. Hippo, because in this ending, Freddy's with us. Alright, back to video. But anyway, and ooh, yeah, there's the menu for the very difficult ending, so little teaser there if you haven't seen it already. But anyway, I think we're gonna end it there. So now we've done 3 of the 6 endings. So we just need to do the fire escape ending, the Princess Quest ending and the Burn Trap ending. And I would say, I mean, the Fire Escape ending and the Burn Trap ending are pretty equally difficult. It's just they're difficult in their own ways. But once we get, so for those, we're gonna have to use that party pass. We're gonna have to do all the Monty stuff. So that might take a couple videos to get versus just one. But the Princess Quest ending is definitely gonna be the next one, and you do that all in one video. It's super fun. I love doing that. So yeah, we'll do that next time. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you all, and I'll see you llamas in the next one.